Godzilla MonsterVerse movies have kind of been like the underrated Marvel, or not Marvel Cinematic, but cinematic universe going on right now. I feel like they put out pretty decent movies. They do pretty well at the box office, but no one really talks about the universe all that much. And the last one we got was Godzilla versus King Kong, which was back in 2020. And it's kind of been silent since. Well,
Yeah.
we found out a little while ago that Apple TV was doing a series based on the MonsterVerse with Godzilla. And today we got some updates on that series. And this comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter that says the show is going to be called Monarch Legacy of Monsters, will span 3 generations and center on 2 siblings who follow in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to the secretive organization known as Monarch, the kaiju tracking group featured in Legendary's MonsterVerse films. Related stories, the siblings' research eventually leads them to Army Officer Lee Shaw, played by Wyatt Russell, as a young man in the 1950s, and Kurt Russell in the show's present, which is set after the events of 2014's Godzilla. Monarch is threatened by what Shaw knows, and the show's description reads, and the legacy of the monsters will reveal buried secrets and the ways that epic earth-shattering events can reverberate through our lives. So,
damn big words.
Those are big words. I'm glad I got through 70% of them. But anyway, so that is our description for this show. And with that, we also got some photos of Wyatt Russell as well as Kurt Russell. Not
Twins.
very exciting photos, but they're going to be playing the same character from different timelines. I think that's brilliant. I love that. They already have like the genes to look like each other, so very, very good casting over there, guys. But what do you think of this, Zach? What have you been feeling about the MonsterVerse movies in general, and how are you feeling about them going to TV with this show?
So I'm going to admit I've only seen one of the movies so far, and for whatever reason, I saw the 2014 Godzilla film, which I really, really liked. I saw it on my birthday, dragged my friends. They hated it, but I enjoyed it. He's like, "Where's Godzilla?" I'm like, "That's not the point."
I liked that. Like, I know that's kind of like the controversy of that movie. I liked how hidden he was. I thought it was really, really unique.
Yeah, that's like the classic. Like, I love kaiju films, and I've watched them growing up. My brother put me onto them, Shin Godzilla, and like just the older ones where they were look like toys. And the whole thing was like,
and the rubber
built
suits
up to that reveal. Yeah, and for them to do it in a modern take with Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson playing what was it? Their husband and wife after they just played siblings. I thought that was
dude, that's so weird. That was so weird. Although I think they played the siblings and then no, they played husband and wife and then went on to do the siblings because I think Age of Ultron was 2015.
Oh yeah. So
but
I
saw Age of Ultron first, so I did have that experience.
And then I was just like, yeah, I really like this movie. And then like I saw the trailers for the new ones, and I was like, oh, they're going away from that because people didn't like being hidden, so they're gonna go full kaiju on the screen all the time.
Oh yeah, you see them all the time now.
There's no hiding. But I've heard good things about the movies. I heard they're super dumb fun, but not like Fast and Furious dumb. But this show, just the description you just read so eloquently, sounds amazing. Honestly, just the fact that they hired the Russells to play the same character, I think that just shows that these people have like a vision. And I'm really excited to follow because they focus so much on the humans in the movies, which they probably shouldn't. But in a show, showing the effects of these dinosaurs, these kaijus on the humans, and showing an organization trying to fight them, and just from that perspective, can maybe relieve the next couple movies of doing that. And that's what really excites me.
Yeah, and to that point too, it's interesting that they say that this will be taking place after the 2014 film. Because there's been a lot more movies since then. So it's kind of like an in-betweener to see what kind of, because I do find that sometimes the continuity isn't fully explained in the MonsterVerse with the Godzilla movies up to Godzilla versus King Kong. So getting the ground level heroes, getting the ground level people on this. And the thing about Apple TV Plus too, the fact that this is going to Apple TV, their content, their quality, I should say, is so good. Like, I don't have Apple TV Plus anymore, unfortunately. I do plan to get the subscription back. But when I did have it, like, everything I watched, I really enjoyed. And I thought the production value on everything was really great. And even even like the images that you get of like Godzilla from this and stuff, like he's looking really
So
good. He
good.
looks
Yeah.
really good. And I do have that little bit of like fear though that the show is going to really highlight Godzilla, and then Godzilla may not be the budget may not have Godzilla in there very much. It might make some people a little disappointed.
I can see that.
But the like you were saying, the premise of the show, I think it's really cool that they're going to be jumping back and forth from the 50s to the present day using these actors. I think is smart, and it's also going to. I like I like when stories tell parallels like that, like it happened back in this day, and now we're flashing forward to the present day, and the same kind of things happening. I really like when they do that. If they can execute that well, I think it'll be a really interesting, story to go on.
Yeah. They execute in a way where by the last episode, you're like, oh, this is happening now in the present because this happened in the past. And you see like every episode is like, why is this happening? And then the past episode part comes up. And you're like, oh, they can take you for that ride while just having kaijus apparently coming in like one time an episode. I think it'll be really great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like too is like it doesn't just have to be Godzilla. Like they've established other kaiju in this universe, right? They can do maybe down the line, maybe in like season 2 or 3, they can bring in like a Kong episode or something like that. And I think there's so many possibilities with a show like this, with the budget and the quality that the service is willing to give it. I think there's a lot of Godzilla and kaiju fans that are going to be very, very happy with this.
And eat it up.
Oh yeah, man. And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch this. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
What do you guys think of this?
All the movies before I watch it though.
Yeah, luckily it's not that hard though. I think there's only 4. I think there's Godzilla. I think there's a 2. There's a Kong Skull Island, and there's a Godzilla versus King Kong. So you only got 4. So I think you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this news? What do you guys think of a Godzilla series heading to Apple TV Plus? Are you excited for it? Do you think he only belongs on the big screen? Comment down below and let us know all your thoughts and opinions about this, guys.